Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gigi and this is Gigi's Planner Room. Today's video, I'm just gonna show you a little bit how I prepare myself for my budget for August or for every month, but I'm gonna be using August as an example. So this is my planner that I use for my personal budget. It has nothing to do with like the family or anything else. It's just my personal budget where I keep track of my things, and because this is my personal one, that's why I choose to show you guys how I do my budgeting and how I pay my bills and how I get ready for that. So we're gonna go here to the month of July. So this is the month of July. This is my budget for the month of July. Today is the 17th. So I am on this week right here for the budget. So this is the first week of the month, second, third, fourth, and fifth week if there's one. Then this is what I use for the fifth week. And then this right here is where I keep track of the budget for the total budget for each week for the month. Let me do a close-up so you can see this better as I'm explaining so you can understand better. This has been completed. This has been completed. This week that's coming up, because today is Sunday the 17th. This week coming up is when I need to pay this budget right here, or these bills for this budget. So I need for this week $937. So once my bill gets charged to my account, that's when I put the amount in here, and then I add it up to see if my budget was enough for the amount of money I had in the bank. So I want to get ready now for August. By the time that I show you this video, is going to be the month of August, or we're going to be starting the month of August. So I want to start doing that right now, just so I can show you how I get ready. So I usually sit down and pay all of my bills on Fridays. So it doesn't matter what day of the week is due. By Friday, it gets paid if I have to pay it myself manually, or I have the money there by Friday if the bill gets withdrawn automatically from the bank. So what I usually do, I have my budget sheet in here. So I'm going to pull this to the side for now, because we're also going to do that one, and I'm going to get ready for August. So I'm going to pull this out because I'm going to be using this list right here, because everything stays the same. It's the same bills that I'm paying. So I just need to move that information to the month of August. So I'm going to just fast forward this really quick for you guys so the video is not too long. I do use this Line It Up from the Happy Planner. This is the circle one. I don't know if you can actually see it. I also have the square one, but right now handy I have the circle one. So this is the one that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to be making the lines in here. So when I write, it's just straight and it's not all messy. So this one starts Friday the 5th. So my 401k and my mortgage is gone. So I gotta take care of it on the July. I should be adding this here. So because it's still early, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I didn't notice that at the end of the month is the 29th in here, the Friday, but then the following Friday falls on the 5th. So that means that my mortgage and my 401k needs to be taken care of by the 1st. So I'm just gonna add it here to make sure that all that it's already ready and set to go once it hits the account, because they both come out automatically from the account. So I'm just gonna add it here, just so I can make sure that this is taken care of before the month starts. I'm not gonna have anything for the 5th because it's already taken care of on this one here, and I don't really have any bills at the beginning of the month. My bills are the middle and ending of the month. So on the 12th is when I'm going to be getting ready for my second 401k charge, my cell phone, and my son's credit card. It's actually my credit card, but he made purchases, so he's actually paying for it himself. So I'm just going to add that in here. So for now, I just need 3. In the case that I have more than the bills that I added here or the lines that I added here, if I have more than this, then I use Saturday to continue that. But I know that it needs to get paid on Friday. So for this week, I have 5 bills that I need to pay paid because they come in actually the following week all the way to the 19th. So if I have a bill that's due on the 19th, I actually put it for the week prior to make sure that I have enough money to pay it on that day. If I have to pay it physically myself and I can pay it early, then I actually pay that bill on that Friday prior to the due date. If it comes out automatically, then I make sure that the week before I have the money there, so whenever they want to take the money out, then the money is available for them to take out. Right now, like on this week for the 19th and on to the end of the month is when I have most of my bills, so that's what I'm going to be adding in here. So these are all the bills that I have for the month of August, and I'm gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna have to, because we paid a lot of the bills that we had in May, I'm gonna have to do another one of these sheets right here. I want to show you because this is what helps me stay organized in the order that I gotta pay my bills. Let's see if I can find it here. So my cash envelopes, ideas. Check this one right here. So this one right here is what helps me to stay organized, but I'm gonna have to redo it because I no longer have this. I no longer have this one. This one I still do because I had added money to it, and I no longer have this one. So maybe what I can do is just add it in here like that. I can keep the same sheet but update it. Okay, so I have added this bills plus other things that I had that are not credit cards that I do pay. So I just have added it here, the bill and the due date. So this is gonna be easier for the next time that I do my bills for the month of September. So I'm just gonna leave this here. And now go ahead and go back to my July monthly. So this one, it's already done because this is for the month of August. Something else that I like to do is for the monthly, I like to write when the actual payment is due on some of them, just so I know that the specific date that the payment is due. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the month of August. So I'm going to take this out of here just so I can write it on the right date. And I'm gonna add this here, put that back, and then go here to my list. And if you notice, I am not writing any dollar amounts in here because all I want to know is when my bill is due. So if my bill is due on Friday, I usually write it on the Thursday, the day prior, just so it doesn't mess up with my order in here. And then my Apple is always due at the end of the month, the last day of the month, but I always try to pay it as soon as I can throughout the month. It doesn't matter, as long as it gets paid. So I always try to pay my bills, as you can see, at least a week in advance. That would be like the worst that I do. Pay it a week in advance, but I never try to pay it exactly on the day of. For whatever reason, they take that into account. If you pay exactly the day off, that doesn't really help you out too much. So the earlier you pay, the better it is for you because they see responsibility. So I am done with my monthly. So I'm going to put this back. And this one goes right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my budget for the month. But I'm going to go ahead and do it per week. And I'm going to imitate the one for the month of July, which is this one right here. Because the budget more or less is the same thing every month, unless you have more bills or less bills to pay. Because I pay my bills on Friday, I actually do the budget from Saturday to Friday. So I don't know if you can see it here, Saturday to Friday, and that's what I wrote in here, because my week actually starts on Saturday when it comes to the bills. So for this one right here, because Monday it's the 1st, so I'm just gonna write Monday here, the 1st. Actually, so I don't get confused, the Saturday starts on the 30th, so I'm just gonna write 7:30, and then Friday is 8/5, and then that's my week. That's what I have to pay for this week. I should add my Apple in here because Apple is due on the 31st, so I'm just gonna add it. And I think my balance is like $56, but I'm gonna put 60 just to be on the safe side. And I'm gonna erase this because I'm gonna add my balance in here. So for this first week, I'm gonna need $290.76. So once I make my payment, once this gets taken out, because it does it automatically, then I'm just gonna put the amount in here. And then once I pay my Apple, if I can pay 60, I'll pay 60, but whatever my balance is what I'm gonna be paying off at the end of the month, which is gonna be by the 30th. So hopefully it's before that, but I'll leave it here for this budget. And then here, because that stops on the 5th, which is Friday, this one starts on the 6th and ends on the 12th. So my bills due for this week are gonna be this ones right here. And that's what I need to worry about. I know that my minimum amount is less than what I'm adding in here, but I'm budgeting for what I really want to send the bills and not for whatever it is that they're charging me a month, because if I do it that way, I'm never gonna end up paying the bills, and I don't want to take 6 months paying like $200 or $300 that I owe on my card. So that's why I just put the minimum amount of money that I want to send to my card, and then whatever I send, that's the amount I'm gonna put in here. So let's say when it's due, I want to send $100, but if I don't have the $100 and the minimum, let's say, is 27, but I can send 50, then I'm just gonna put here 50, because I'm gonna send the most money that I can send to my bill. That's how much money I will need for the second week of August. And now moving on for the third one, 8/12. So this one starts on 8/13 and ends on 8/19. So from the 13 to the 19, I cannot remember what I have to pay, so I'm gonna go here and check what I just did so I don't get so confused. So from the 13th to the 19th, I already put that in here for the following week because I need to have it on time. I put my cell phone, I put the credit card, the other credit card, my car, even though that's too early because I can pay my car on this week. And I'm still early. So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change the last two. Yeah, I'm gonna change the last two from here and I'm gonna transfer them here. And you see my car payment so high because we are trying to pay that off as soon as possible. So I always send the most that I can send. And I do the same thing for my husband's truck. Always send the most that I can send. I never send the minimum amount. Because if I send the minimum amount, I would never end up paying it. So now this goes down to $450.76. And then this one, since I have all the way to the 19, I can just pay those two. So the 19th, then this one is 8/22, 8/26. And then this one is 8/27. 2, 31, 1 and 2, 2, 9, 2. So I'm gonna just leave this 2 in here and just do those. That's $900. And then I'm gonna add my auto insurance on this one because this one gets taken out automatically. All of these ones, they get taken out automatically, so they have to be paid whenever they take that money out. I cannot pay it early. And then they take a specific amount out. The only one that I have control of is my Apple card. that I have control of how much money I want to send out. But other than that, I don't have control of it. So for, what do I have here? For my auto insurance, I'm going to put 400 because it's close to it. For the HBO Max, put 17 because it's close to it. And then for my LifeLock, I put 33 because it's close to it. And that's just the budget. So I'd rather be over than have less than what I need. So for this week, I need $450. And then the Netflix is $16.60. And that's my budget for the month of August. So I'm just gonna add up. I don't know why this thing keeps falling. I'm gonna add up every total amount and see how much money I need for each week. And the total amount that I need for the month, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know when the camera stopped recording, but I'm gonna explain to you what I just did because like I said, I don't know where it stopped. But before I explain it to you, I'm gonna add this back into my July month. I'm going to explain to you this sheet again because I have this sheet on my website in case you want to use it. It's on the website. So like I mentioned at the beginning, the month usually has 4 to 5 weeks. The way that I do my bills is going to use the 5 weeks for this month for August. And then this one here, for example, I have my 401k and I'm paying my Apple because my Apple is due by the end of the month. So I just decided to add it in here to make sure that I have my total amount here for the week because everything is due by the 5th of August. So for that week between July 30th and August 5th, those are the two bills that I need to pay. So I need $290.76. This is not a bill. That's my 401k that we just take, or my retirement fund. Then we just take money from our account and we just add it there. Then here, because I do that twice a month, the same thing is going to happen. I need to have it ready because this gets taken out in the middle of the month. They have different dates, but it's taken out in the middle of the month. So I just have it added here. Plus I have to pay my cell phone for the following week and this credit card. So that's $450.76. And now my battery died. I don't know what's going on. It's just being hard to film this video. Anyways, so what I was explaining, so I try to have the money in my account a week ahead or the week prior to the bill for whenever the bill is due. So for the second week of the month, that's the amount of money that I need. Third week of the month, fourth, and then the last week of the month, which it goes 2 days into the next month. So once I add all of my totals in here, it lets me know how much money I need to have on my account, for the entire month. But I have it in here by week. Maybe I can give you a close-up so you can see this is how much money I need for each week to have in my account. And then this is my total amount for the entire month. So once my bills start going in, then whatever amount was paid, that's the amount I'm going to put in here just so I know that I'm budgeting. I like to budget a little bit more than what I need. Just in case anything happens, there's extra money in the account that's ready for whatever needs to be done. I don't like to budget exactly to the penny because anything can happen. And if you budget exactly to the penny and that's the amount of money you have in your account and something gets messed up for whatever reason, guess what? You're going to have a bounce check and then they're going to charge you like $30 for it. And it's just a mess that you don't need. So this is why I do this way. So now that I did the budget for my month of August and I'm ready, like I said, these are personal and some of the house stuff, like the auto insurance is all of our cars together. So that's why it's $400. My SUV, I send more money than what it's asking for because I want to pay it off early. It's not going to be such a big difference, but you know, paying it at least a year early is big for me. So that's why I send more money. This one we don't owe a lot, so I send a lot more than double of what they're asking for because I want to get rid of it. I want to take advantage of them not charging me the interest rate. So that's why I send more money to my cards, and that's how I do my budget for the month. I try to do it all at one time just so I'm aware on how much money I need to make sure that I have saved in my account just for whatever I need. And what else? And that's why I created this sheets right here, because it really helped me out. I've been using this for a few years and it has worked great for me. This is what I have. This is what my husband has. He has like really no bills. We use my stuff most of the time, and we try to pay everything together, so it doesn't really hurt that much that it's the $2,000, because we try to do it together. It's just under my name, so I have it separate. Once I pay my bills, once they come out of the account, not when I pay it, but when they come out of the account, that's when I come back in here, and then I write the day that I paid the bill and how much money I paid, and then my balance. Same thing here for my son, because he bought some clothes and that's the amount of money that he spent. So he's been making his payments and there's no finance charge yet on the account, so we're taking advantage of that and paying as much as he can, because I'm trying to teach him to pay his bills and to pay them on time or to pay them early. So he's given $200 already, but his minimum is $29. So he's doing pretty good. And that's how I keep track of my detailed bills, each one of them separately, just so I know what's going on in there. This was paid off in May. This one was paid off in May. This one was paid off in May also. And I put some money in it because I use the Apple Card a lot. This one was paid off and I'm paying it off again. That's the BJ's one. And then this is what I use on every single month. How much money went in, how much money went out, and what's my balance, if it was a negative or positive. So that's how I do my bills. I hope this is something that can help you and give you ideas on how to take care of your budget, how to do a budget if you're not sure how to do it, or maybe a different way to give you other ideas for your budget. If this video helped you out, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below how it helped you out, because I would like to know your input, because your input might help me to work with my budget. We never know unless we talk about it, right? So leave me that comment below. I would love to read it, and I will see you on my next video, guys. Adios.